City boy, city boy.
I am back. What it do, baby?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, Nate the Great, back with another video. And let me say, before we get started, this has been a very big week for my wife and I, all right? I wanted to be very present in this week, all right? So I apologize for not getting y'all content out throughout the week, all right? Or at least a video. So to make up for that, this video will be coming out, all right? And then I won't be able to do tonight's SmackDown review, at least not tonight. It's not going to get out tonight. It will be out tomorrow. That I can promise you, okay? This review for SmackDown will be out tomorrow, so you don't have to worry about that, okay? There's a lot, like I said, that's been going on this week, and I want to be as present as possible, okay? So that's that. That's pretty much the announcement for the day. Let's go ahead and jump into a very fun video for me. I always love being right. I always love that. Like, I always love being correct. And 99.9999997% of the time, when it comes to this wrestling shit, I am correct. All right? I've been saying for months on top of months that this shit that we're getting shoveled in our faces is going to catch up with TKO. It's going to catch up with WWE. It's going to catch up with Triple H. We are at a point in time where we are being told more than ever, all right? We already have to deal with it from, family members, friends who may not like the product, randoms on the internet or whatever that don't like the product, and understandably so, right? Understandably, especially right now. It's very understandable why you would not want to watch this shit, because it's not even entertaining at this point, right? You're watching dudes do flips and dives and jump over the top ropes, and women who can't wrestle for real, you know what I mean? No storylines, there's no real dialogue happening, right? No scenes, no segments, like real live scenes, real live segments, you know what I mean? Things, people chilling in the bar. You're not getting any of that shit anymore. Now it's literally just people backstage talking sometimes, right? Getting interviewed like it's some real shit, and then, brawls and matches. That's all we're getting now. All right? That's all the fuck we're getting now. We can't even gawk at the women. Can't even gawk at the breasts and the ass of the women in the company. All right, without the women. Oh, you're the reason why women aren't taken seriously. It's because of fans like you. Shut up. We're being told every single day that this shit is fake. So not only just from our friends, we're being told that shit by the superstars. We're being told that shit by the damn board members. The Rock, Triple H. Actively, multiple times a month, damn near, saying, oh yeah, this shit ain't real. After a pay-per-view, they come out just to say, oh yeah, by the way, this shit ain't real. Here's the gate. Here's how much money we made off of you fucking chumps. All right, here's how much money we made off of you fucking pussies. All right, we are fucking draining these bank accounts right now. We made millions of dollars tonight. And we have to thank all you fucking sissies out there for paying these exorbitant prices. Motherfuckers was paying upwards of $40,000, $30,000 to $40,000 for front row seats to WrestleMania. When just a few years ago, to get a front row seat at WrestleMania, you might pay somewhere between $500 to $1,000 maybe, right? Like. And then, obviously before that, it was way cheaper. But like, at least just a few years ago, you're only going to have to pay, and I say only, like $500 isn't a lot of money. That's a lot of fucking money to watch some fucking fake wrestling, right? To watch fake fights, right? But at the end of the day, that's what it was. It was about $500 to $1,000 that you was going to have to pay, and you get the best experience. Now you're going to have to shovel out the median salary, like the median American salary, a year's worth of salary, just to attend a fucking show, and if you want to sit in the nosebleeds, we'll take a month's salary. We'll take a month's salary off of you. We won't do the whole year, but we will take a month off of that check, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we're getting right now. And now, like I said, WWE and Triple H, they are paying the fucking consequences. All right? That is why this last week on Friday Night SmackDown, they drew the least amount of viewers that they have since they moved to the USA Network. Probably in the last 20 years or so, right? 1.29 million viewers. 1.29 million viewers. They are crashing well on the way to AEW numbers. All right? Just a few years, not even a few, 3 years ago, 2 years ago at this point, AEW was pulling in 1 million viewers, right? It was pulling in 1 million viewers a show. They have dropped off about 400, 500,000 viewers since then, but at least the flagship show was pulling in 1 million viewers. WWE is on the way to that. Friday Night SmackDown is on the way to AEW numbers. And it's because they are using the same fucking formula that AEW was using. Pointless matches, no true real storylines, stop and start pushes, nobody's actually over. You got a bunch of skinny, fat, twink jobbers out there, regular ass people like a Jefferson Cobb debuting and beating a fucking 6'3", 250-pound fucking Greek god-looking motherfucker named L.A. Knight. This motherfucker Jeff Cobb stands 5'10". He might weigh like 200, right? He might weigh like 200, and that 5'10", 200 is pretty solid. That's solid. But motherfucker, to go over L.A. Knight, that's what we're getting right now. That's what we're getting right now. It's just like you go over to AEW and you got Hook going over fucking, I don't know who the fuck is over there right now. What's his name? Big Bill, some shit like that, right? This motherfucker's 6'9", 300 pounds, and you got Hook, who's 5'2", 102 pounds, soaking wet, going over, tossing Big Bill around like it's just nothing. Crazy shit. Absolute nerd fantasies is what we're getting on AEW, and that's what we're getting on WWE. We got Sami Zayn being the star of a flagship show in Raw, which is why this last week on Raw, not this week, all right, I can't wait to see what the numbers are for the next week for this past Monday night. But for last week, because the numbers just came out this week, they did a 2.7. That is their second lowest viewership since they've moved to Netflix. Consistently losing viewers. What are people supposed to tune into, man? What are people supposed to be tuning in for? We can't even look at the bitches. Can't even look at the hoes. Without people, you shouldn't call them. Shut up. Okay? The Rock used to call fucking Stephanie McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, fucking Sable, all these hoes. He used to call them all hoes, bitches. Same with all the top stars. Chris Jericho called Stephanie Ho a hoe. Stephanie Ho, that's what she is. But Stephanie McMahon a hoe multiple times a week. It's just what we were used to. They just call them hoes and bitches. It's just what it is. What the fuck? We can't even do that no more without the marks jumping down your throat. Oh, you can't do that. The women are just as good as the men. The women are just as good as the men. No, they're not. And most of these bitches aren't even bad anymore. You got women like fucking Tiffany Stratton, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that Tiffany Stratton is the worst looking woman on the planet, okay? Because she's not. All right, she's a moderately attractive woman, with giant gazongas. And I can't look at the gazonga. Look at what she's wearing. And she's not using any of that to her advantage. What's she doing? She's doing cartwheels and moonsaults and somersaults in the ring. I'm just hoping for a titty to pop out. Don't act like you haven't hope. We've seen a titty pop out. Okay? We've seen it happen live in action. All right? We saw it happen because these women are wearing the skimpiest of clothes out there wrestling. And we're not supposed to look at that. And then not only are we not supposed to look at that, they're not even using it to their advantage to sell tickets. The men, they're no longer fucking jacked up fucking beasts of humans that we can look to and be like, damn, I wish I looked like that. Like, what the fuck? I wish I could, you know what? Let me hop in the gym so I could fucking, you know, I might not get to that, but I'm gonna get to my best self. You know what I mean? I'm trying to look like fucking Brock Lesnar. I'm trying to look like Bobby Lashley. I'm trying to look like Stone Cold. I'm trying to look like The Rock. I'm trying to look like John Cena. You don't get that shit anymore. Who do you want to look like? You want to look like Sami Zayn, bruh? You want to look like Seth Rollins, bruh? Is that who you want to look like? You want to look like fucking Johnny Gargano, man? What I will say about Johnny Gargano, he has been hitting that fucking gym lately. Good. All right? I'm tired. I was tired of seeing that damn gut. All right? I was tired of seeing that shit. So he has been hitting that gym with Tommaso Ciampa, and I can appreciate that. I will put him over for that. But seriously, man, who do you want to look like now? Who do you want to be like? Who do you want to look like? Who do you want to be like? We're not getting larger than life personalities anymore. No more storylines that make you want to say, oh, damn, I have to tune in next week to see that shit. I have to. Just to see the follow-up. There is no follow-up because there's nothing happening. You get Jey Uso 1 week, or Logan Paul 2 weeks in a row knocking out Jey Uso. Jey Uso comes back, super kick. Logan Paul, knock him out at the end of the show. There's your build for Saturday Night Main Event. Motherfucker. There's your build. We're going to give you Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Sami Zayn, CM Punk. We're going to get you they're going to brawl 3 weeks in a row. They're going to brawl 3 weeks in a row. And that's your fucking build, big dog. Like, what? We're going to give you Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. That's what we're gonna give you. Because fuck you. But make sure that check clears, pussy. Alright? Make sure that if you're trying to come and see the worst fucking wrestling of all time with no storylines behind it, make sure you pay that $2,000 for the nosebleed seats. Make sure you pay that $30,000 so you can sit front row. Make sure you do that. Make sure you pay hundreds of dollars a year so you can keep up with Netflix, so you can keep up with Peacock, so you can keep up with all the shit that we have on the all over the fucking streaming platforms. All the streaming platforms. We might go to all of them. They're talking about SmackDown potentially going to Prime. Motherfuck. Like shit, dude. Like can we get some consistency here? You got your product all across all these apps. All right. You got, and then not only that, you're telling us that it's not real. We know it's not. We know it's a work. We've been watching this shit for a long time now. So we know that this shit is a work. We know that this shit is not real. We know that. We know it. But at the very least, all right, just like when we're watching a soap opera, just like when we're watching any other TV show, just like when we're fucking watching a movie, anything else, at least make me believe it for the time that I'm here. Absolutely, when it's all over with, yeah, of course it's not real, but shit, at least there are stories that I can look to and be like, hey, I can tell my cousin, I can tell my friend who's talking shit about me watching pro wrestling. I can tell them, man, this week such and such went over and such as this thing happened. They were at the bar. This motherfucker got tossed through a wall. You know what I'm saying? These two dudes, they brawled in the grocery store. These two dudes, they were at, like these women had a bra. There's girls on there having bra and panties matches, bruh. Beanie Baby on a pole matches, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, mud matches, bruh. What? What? I can at least say that. You know what I'm saying? This shit's entertaining, bruh. I can't even say that it's entertaining anymore. The most entertaining part about watching WWE these days is me taking my notes and then being able to absolutely rip this show to shreds when it's done. That's the most entertaining part of WWE these days. And it did not used to be like that. The most entertaining part was watching it. Right? Watching it. Waiting. Going to school the next day to talk to my homies like, yo, did you watch last night, man? Did you see what happened last night on Raw? Did you see what happened Friday night on SmackDown? Did you see? Did you watch ECW, bruh? ECW was kind of ass. But you know what I'm saying. Did you watch ECW? Did you see that? You see John Cena go out there and get booed out the fucking building, man? I was so hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm like 6 or 7 years old at the time. I was so hurt watching John Cena get booed. Honestly, fuck those guys. Man, and it used to be fun. Now we can't even have fun with the shit anymore. They're like, you can't have no more fun with it. You can't talk about the women being fine anymore. Most of them aren't. Most of them are built like cereal boxes, and most of them are very broad-shouldered bitches like Rhea Ripley, right? Built like a slice of pizza, right? With legs. What's the name off of what was it? Uncle Grandpa built like Pizza Steve. That's what Rhea Ripley is built like to me. All right, she's built like Pizza Steve, dog. Like that, and that's what it is. And now they're reaping the consequences. And I will not sit here and allow anybody to blame anybody else but Triple H for this. Because it's Triple H who wants to peel the curtain back. All right? He's been doing this shit since early on in his career. The curtain call was him. Okay? He had to deal with the consequences of the curtain call, and he has never let that shit go. And now he wants to expose the business for everything that it is. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. I had to go ahead and drop this rant for y'all, okay? Let me know what y'all think about the current product. Let me know what y'all think about NXT having to cancel. All right? Having to cancel and move 3 hours away. They had to cancel their show, move 3 hours away, so that way they could save face and still, film their TV show without having thousands upon thousands, tens of thousands, literally, seats empty behind them, right? Let me know what y'all think about that. Let me know what y'all think about TKO. Do y'all think it's not Triple H's fault? Let me know.